I'm guilty but justified.
I started running the streets when I was 9. When I started running around at 9, I knew what I was gonna do when I was 10.
Trust the vibe when it's the fly sinister, Philly certified finisher, the prime minister, and God's image, the monument, the homages to the problems, acknowledging how to apply penance for the transgressions that I've accepted, and acquiescence of my own presence as I inspected my loaded charges, don't get it. So stream it at your own discretion, every answer question, investment in your own protection. They be like black, well who knew we'd be receiving a new you? This Paul Zulu and Farrakhan, me Pharaoh Khufu, misinterpret my level of genius and call it cuckoo. But the Swahili meaning of freedom is still Uhuru. To the booth guru, I deliver the truth to you. Who got the nerve to act as if this isn't proof to you that I will mobilize a militia and troop to you? No telling what I got in the system to do you. If it's too brutal, look the other way like I'm robbing you, but surrender all your valuables as if I'm you as I slide the hassle to the side like a tassel. The facade of the place I reside is like a castle. I'm the honorable Pin Saint Noir, my nom de gar. I'm the czar, the Peking to Paris is my kind of car. I'm the R, I'm the L, I'm the Kane, all correlated, unadulterated power. The king been coronated. Wake up, no masquerade, remove the makeup. It's no sleep and my eyes refuse to stay shut. It's gatekeepers responsible for this place, but historically the authorities been morally bankrupt. Into the execution of speaking of retribution, I was in the Lucifer even to catch the future. Me and the best producers out again, on route again. Airborne audio spores is like an allergen. So in conclusion, I want to clear the confusion. Any rumors the artist you're currently hearing is human. The shapeshifter, weightlifter, I hate. I'm the great victor behind the bars, state prisoner.
I'm allergic to the bad vibes. I'm allergic to the bad mind. I'm allergic to a lazy. They wanna cover my energy. Leave me alone if it's no money. To the problem, I'm the remedy. I'm just chilling, sipping, observating. I'm the referee. I'm allergic to the. See the liar from
From Petco Park in downtown San Diego, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the San Diego Padres. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about set to go, and pitching in this game, it's Walker Buehler.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
That one fouled off. 0-1 now. Buehler deals. Right side, Hodges. And he handles it himself for the out. Next to hit, Brendan Donovan.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Donovan batting second in today's lineup. And usually he's a second baseman, but today he's starting in the outfield. And that misses. And the count is 1-1.
I always see second baseman as being pretty versatile guys you can move around. And so for him to be out in the outfield today doesn't surprise me at all.
Beltran makes his way towards it. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Ozzie Smith. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Zips it across, and that will end the inning. And we're back. And today's starter, Quinn Matthews.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
And there's a foul ball.
With Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying. And he plays the game his own way. It's a big reason why he's considered such a fan favorite.
Toss to Naylor, and they take care of Tatis for the out. Carlos Beltran stands in now, looks at that one inside. Outside with a breaking ball. That one hammered center field, way back there. And that is gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 1-0. So 1 out, nobody on. Next for the Padres, Gil Hodges. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 2-0. Jeimer Candelario now at the plate as he swings through strike one. No question about this one. It's out of here. A towering shot to center, and they add on. It's 3-0. Josh Smith, the next up for the Padres. Just missed. Pitch in the dirt. Yeah, that's ball 2.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss at a slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. 1 down, bases empty. Hit in the air, right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. And they add to their lead. It's 4-0. 1 out, bases empty. Stepping in for San Diego, Leo DeVries. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Corrals it out. Number 2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
And that's in the dirt. And a count 2-1.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Out towards right center field, Donovan. And makes the grab. And that is that. Back here in San Diego, stepping in the long ball threat, Jim Edmonds. Walker Buehler will go back to work. Line drive. Gone.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And a rope into center field, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
In the dirt, but kept close. Naylor, the base runner at first with one out. Next pitch is downstairs. And that one fouled off. The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that one is inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Beltran nabs it, and there's 2 down. So a man aboard. Yasmani Grandal up to hit. Foul ball. Just missed. Makes a sliding stop, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here at Petco Park in beautiful San Diego. This place hosted postseason baseball last year, Siggy, and Padre fans hope they'll experience more of the same this year.
Great energy in this ballpark, and a successful Padres team is really good for baseball. They're giving the Dodgers everything they can handle in the NL West. Plus, Petco Park has turned into one of the best postseason experiences in the league.
Next offering is downstairs. A lot of good from the Padres a year ago, but the story for them was coming up short in the postseason against the Dodgers. San Diego was 1 win away from hosting the NLCS, but their offense went ice cold at the worst possible time, and it cost them their season.
Well, the fans might not agree, but that was a great series. Every game had a memorable moment, and it delivered amazing television. Sign me up for another postseason that features the Padres and Dodgers going at it. That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put them away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
And another ball. And a foul ball. Just missed. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particular. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they boost their lead. It's 6-0. Back to the top of the lineup. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Shelby Miller comes on now.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. They go back to back, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0. And now Carlos Beltran. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Edmonds makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. Gil Hodges, the next up for the Padres. He's already homered in this game. And that is out of play. And ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Outside low, 2-1. Tap foul to plate. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now batting Jeimer Candelario. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Wilson raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Colson Montgomery.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Ted Simmons next up for the Cardinals. Ball one, no strikes.
1-0.
Just missed.
2-0.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. One down, base is empty. Line drive, Rengifo throws to first, got him. So the lineup flips over at the plate. Preston Wilson grounded out his first time up. Pitch misses there. Ball one. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. That's back there. And boom goes the dynamite. And they're on the board. It's 7-1. 2 down, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Brendan Donovan. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
Tatis really on his horse for it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Back here at Petco Park, set for the bottom of the third. Here's a big power threat. Josh. Smith. Miller back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Padres really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Donovan makes the play, and there's one down. So digging in now for San Diego, Leo DeVries.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game, and it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
Next offering is fouled back. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. New inning getting started, and the batter will be the shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
There are hitters you love to watch hit, pitchers you love to watch pitch, but with Ozzie Smith, he was a player you love to watch field his position, a shortstop virtuoso.
The great thing about Ozzie in the field was that he could make any play he needed to. Diving stops, jump throws, cross body throws. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Beltran hauls it in, and there's one away. So up next, Jim Edmonds. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Josh Naylor. And it's fouled away. Naylor, 27 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning, stepping in for San Diego, Luis Rengifo. That one to first, and that's just foul. That clips the corner.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Next pitch misses. The count now 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The next offering misses. Full count now. Stays alive. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Base knock, center field. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
He was all over that one. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And an excellent job keeping it right there. So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. And the slider just misses. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's Ketel Marte. And a pitch. Out to center. Beltran on the move. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And first offering is fouled off. Buehler deals. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. O'Neill on his horse. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Now the third baseman, Colson Montgomery. He has, as they like to say.
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. That one is absolutely belted. O'Neal makes a move towards the gap. He's got it, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the power speed combo. Carlos Beltran. New pitcher now, Zach Agnos.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
That's down and in.
You know, these Padres, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Edmonds on the move. He's there. He's got it. One down. Now at the plate, Gil Hodges. He's already homered here in this one. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper.
No ball. 1 strike.
That's off the mark. 1 ball, 1 strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And Jerry Hillsdale says he went around. 2 down, base is empty. Jeimer Candelario, the next up for the Padres. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
The third baseman, number 8.
Josh Smith getting ready to hit. That's inside. And now 2-0 as that one missed below the knees. Just missed. Went with the sweeper for the strike. Candelario off of first with 2 away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
DeVries, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Right through there for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That hits the dirt, and now 3-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And they're all loaded up.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
And here's the catcher, Mike Napoli. 0 for 2 in this one. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. A 4 spot on the board. It's 11-1.
Listen, I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but the doesn't come by surprise. Nothing as real as the same when you chase your dream, dog. You just gotta open your eyes. This world is up, filled with
brother, ain't no worse feeling when you tryna run up a million, but they don't got no love for you. Where the love go? When I showed them the utmost, man, this shit is so cutthroat. That was one mistake. Boy, I won't make that shit again. Never let up close. So his mama too, this dedication, boy, I want the drama too. And I ain't it all, but I grill it and step over you like Tyronn Lue. Quick pause, but this music industry be like a 12, but I could cop a few new cribs only with the highest view. I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many eyes out here that's posing as friends. These don't wear disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but it doesn't come by surprise. Nothing as real as it seems when you chase your dream. No, you just gotta open your eyes. I already told y'all, then I showed y'all. Then I drove off. Got me by the doors off. I ran out of Papa's. If he nosy, I'ma knock his nose off. If he holy, I'ma send his soul off. Trespassing, I'ma cut his toes off. Much faster than a come on stop. If he ratting, I'ma cut his tail off. One mic, zero floss. Spending 24 karat gold bars. To a gunfight, I bring a blowtorch. Spending new money to fight an old charge. No such thing as no charge. Been hot since the Cold War. I already told you like Cardi done told you. You think it's a game, I bought the controllers. The rain, let it fall in the soda. Been dripping so long, got water erosion. Heart of a soldier. My just had a daughter. I just want to barter a stroller. My just lost his father. I just want to barter my shoulder. And I'm getting smarter and older. Call Mr. Carter the Yoda. We do this all for the culture. I bought a house in Miami. And I'm lying, it's cheaper. I bought it in Boca. My just lost his mom, man. I can do, I just called him and offered some closure. Then I pulled off in a Rover. I thought it was over. The talking. I'm back on the road again. Been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
San Diego, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Carlos Beltran, the next up for the Padres. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's going to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
High fly ball down the left field line. Edmonds makes the grab on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
There goes the runner. Pitch misses inside. Safe at second, and that was not close. And another ball.
Outside.
Swing and a pop-up. Marte should have it. He makes the catch, and there's two down. Next up is the cleanup spot for the Padres. Jeimer Candelario. And a foul ball. Runner at second, two down. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Late that time, and it's strike two.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
He dives, but he can't make the catch. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Fires to second too late, into second with a double, and that was hard hit. So runner at second, two down. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Inside, just missed. That one misses. Ball two.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Strike two. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This one could be trouble. Run comes in from second, and they lead by two.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off.
In the dirt, throws down to second, but he scrambles back to the bag. Sheets on at second with 2 down. And a sweeper misses for a ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. 2 outs. And there's a ball. So now 2 on and 2 outs. Here's Contreras now.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch.
Contreras swings and blasts one. Well hit. Left field. Into the bullpen and gone. So he goes yard to left. And they add to the lead. It's 5-zip. So 2 down. Next for the Padres, Luis Rengifo. And that one ripped into right. And that's a fair ball.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
This one in the dirt.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
Well, clear game plan coming in this one. Be aggressive against this starter. Try to knock him out of this ball game, and it looks like they're on their way to doing that. Get into the bullpen a little bit early. Could be a great offensive day.
And misses inside. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Tatis in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Off the mark there. And now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. And very nicely done for the out. Back here at Busch Stadium. And getting to start, Nick Pivetta.
Boog, he's a guy that takes great care of himself because he wants to finish every game he starts. I think for any lineup that faces him, you've got to try to have lengthy at-bats and run up that pitch count. Anything to help get him out of the game early.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Tatis under it. Brings it in. And there's 1 down. Brendan Donovan now at the plate. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Steps on first for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now up for St. Louis, Ozzie Smith. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Slings to first. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. Back here in St. Louis, top of the second. So digging in now for San Diego, Carlos Beltran. Wheeler back to work. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Foul ball there. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more. I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Hodges batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Gets under it and pops it up. Naylor hauls it in, and there's one away. Jeimer Candelario, the next up for the Padres. Doubled in his first AB. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. Just missed.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Ripped to right. Reaching down, makes the catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Sheets in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Edmonds sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. And that is that. Back in St. Louis as the Cardinals come up to hit here in the last of the second, bottom half of inning number 2. And here's the veteran outfielder, Jim Edmonds. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. It's 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one the other way, and it's caught for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know he didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Naylor measures 5 feet 10 inches, 27 years old, and he was born in Canada.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
0-1 now. He swings and fouls one off. Naylor stands at first with one out. Foul ball still 0-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. And boom goes the dynamite. That'll fire up the dugout, and they cut into the lead. It's 5-2. Yasmani Grandal in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. On the ground, DeVries. The throw to first. That takes care of Grandal. 2 down, bases empty. Colson Montgomery next up for the Cardinals. Fought off foul. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Tatis settles underneath it, and he makes the catch. And that is that. And we're back. And here is Leo DeVries.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one a little bit high. Ball one.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
It gets down a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that's a base hit. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out. In there safely.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Rengifo stands in now. Looks at that one inside. Inside just missed. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. He circles the bases, and they add on. It's 8-2. So digging in, Josh Smith worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. New arm out of the bullpen, Phil Maton.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
In the dirt, and it's 1-0. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 9-2. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a miss, and that is strike one. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. And now, Carlos Beltran. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. And that one's gone. He'll touch them all. And they add a run. It's 10-2. Gil Hodges, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. That one felt good. And they tack one on the board. It's 11-2. Jeimer Candelario digs in now. And that one hammered back there. Forget it. He nails one out to right. It's 12-2. One down. And here is Gavin Sheets. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Liam Hendricks. He's into the game with the bases empty. That one fouled off. And ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Donovan makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
DeVries in the box again, takes a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 outs, base is empty. Goes down looking. Back here in St. Louis as we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Preston Wilson. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. 1 out, bases empty. And there's a foul ball. Cut on and lifted in the air. Beltran makes his way towards it, but it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Ozzie Smith. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Righty delivers. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Next to hit, Luis Rengifo. And that one fouled off. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Tattooed and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 13-2. Here's the left fielder, Josh Smith. He's already homered in this game. Tap foul at the plate.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. And that's downstairs. Now 2-0. Gets the outside corner with that one. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 14-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Carlos Beltran. Smith brings it in, and that is that.
Always we know, just some things we.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Jim Edmonds. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
You know, these Cards, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Handles, throws to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Here's Josh Naylor. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the air out towards right center. Tatis makes the grab. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. And a foul ball. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Well, he went the distance for that first MLB win, Boog. I think it's impressive how much trust the skipper already has in him. This could be the start.